if you watch it, I got it like the last second, so it didn't work out. But it was so funny because I was just like, well, because like when we originally taped it, like I was just like, did I get it? Because Pat looked at me and was like, I can't believe you're shocked that you got it. I was like, yeah, I'm shocked because no, because usually it's like somebody else usually gets it. Because that's what I remember them telling once the 5,000's hit,
Hmm.
is anybody can grab it. So
No, I feel you on that. I feel you. Pat had a lucky spin hand too, like back then. Like for some, I don't know what it is, but back then he used to hit the 5,000 way more.
yeah, I don't know why he stopped, but
They were giving away too many $5,000 letters.
yeah, yeah, because even like actually because I did fan favorites last year. There was a girl who was on it when Pat used to do Pat used to do the final spin, and then Pat looked at her and said, "My doctor said I can't do it no more, so you got to do it for me."
I'm dead, little shoulder tear. She's like, yeah, I can't spin.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, can you do it for me? I can't do it.
I'm dead. That's so funny.
So I
There's
mean,
some
I
crazy
will agree,
moments.
Pat is kind of funny though. So
He must have seen some crazy stuff over the years. Like I've only seen like a few of those episodes, but he must have seen like some crazy stuff over the years with the contestants. Can only imagine.
yeah, because I mean, I don't know how to say. I mean, did your college week get like did anybody like make the news on your college week?
Yeah, I made local news.
Yeah, no, no. I mean, like the news for bad stuff,
What do you mean?
like
Oh,
like
like
a
embarrassing
fail.
stuff, for like like messing up on embarrassing stuff?
Yeah, because
No,
there were two girls. I'm not kidding you. For my college week, they made the U.S. Sun for like bad stuff.
as in like they like what do you as in bad stuff like personally or like as
Yeah,
in
like
like
personally, because like I don't know if they told you like when you tape, like when you buzz and you have to wait for Pat to call on you. This one girl like said like she thought she buzzed in, but she said the answer she didn't ring in.
yeah. Wait,
And then
something
like one of the answers was like on this is not on my show though. This is a different show. She said hitting the it was hitting the books, but she said hitting the socks, and she actually posted a picture of her watching the TV wearing socks. I'm just like, oh my goodness. And then like
oh
the girl the show before me didn't know how the final spin round worked. And she was trying to, and she already called her consonants, so it was already in the puzzles. And then she said, Pat, I'd like to buy a vowel. And Pat was like, no, I only one letter per turn. And she
hmm.
knew the answer, but she knew the rules. And I was just like, oh my goodness, man.
Oh wow, that sucks. That's rough.
Yeah.
I mean, I never heard anything bad about like, like any mix-ups from there wasn't really anything crazy from my show, from my tapings, I guess, that kind of were like embarrassing, you know what I mean? I mean, I
Yeah.
wouldn't even, like it's funny because I actually still like keep in touch with a few of them. Like not really in touch, but like social media,
Yeah.
100%. So like um yeah, it was so yeah, it was just me and my dad. So my dad's in the back, like we're kind of doing watching what's going on, and then I did my spin, and it's so funny how the puzzle went because so RSTLNE, you get the two E's, and the puzzle's movie night. Okay, so
Hmm.
at this point I chose event as my category. In the yeah, so I picked my letters. I knew it was night. They are only E on top, but there was a T at the bottom, and I'm like, there's an NT, like 5 letters. It has to be night.
Right.
So GH are my first 2 letters, and then C, and then I chose I because I'm like, night. I know the word night. So then I got lucky because as soon as Vanna moved away from the I up top for the top word, you just see my as if you saw the bonus round, you'll see like I start laughing before she even before he even gives me a chance to like solve because I already knew it at that point. As soon as
Yeah.
that yo, this is it. And yeah, I won 35K from the car. So that was nice.
Wow.
And so all in all, it was 44,000 cash I won, and then $8,000 was that trip to Hawaii. So
Oh, wow, cool. So, well,
Oh,
I
that's
know you can't
awesome.
say too much about it, but you are going to be on it again, right?
yeah, so we found out from the Wheel of Fortune website that I will be my second show will be airing between May 27th and May 31st.
Oh,
So
so you got called back as a fan favorite?
yeah, I got called. Yeah, me and my dad got called back as fan favorites.
Yo, that is
Um,
awesome.
Yeah,
yeah,
he
Congratulations.
was.
I'm hoping
Thank
Is
you,
you're.
like a
Dad.
duo or
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
wow,
I mean,
that's
it's
sweet.
like a two. Yeah, it's like a duo thing.
Oh,
So
that's cool. I'm actually see. I'm excited. I'm excited to watch. I'm excited to watch this one.
it
We
was a
had
great show.
we had a good group last year, but I'm like some people that I mean, especially if it's going back a team version, I'm kind of excited to watch. So
It was a great. It was a great show taping. I will say that. That much I can say. It was a great time, and
okay.
it was great seeing a lot of the people again. I
You know,
guess. Um, yeah.
I think I'm glad that they're calling people back as duos, for fan favorites, because maybe I'll get my chance.
There you go,
I'm
man. There you go. Luck of the draw. Wait,
hoping, man.
you had a duo episode?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, mine aired in November 2023. We finished
Oh,
with we finished in third place with over $9,000.
oh shit. That's still good, over with over $9,000 third place.
Oh yeah,
My
absolutely. Because like third place usually finishes with like 1,000 or something like that. So I mean,
That was my episode.
either way,
Third
it's a
place.
blessing. You can't.
Yeah.
You know, it is
It's an
seriously.
experience, bro. You know?
Yeah,
It's an experience just to even
Yeah.
be on the show, like,
absolutely.
plus you can say you're on TV and
Yeah.
like locally at least you're popular, I'm sure, to some extent.
Yeah. The people. Did you think it was a scam like when they invited you back? Because
It's I didn't think it was a scam, no.
okay, no, I thought it was weird because they just no, like I guess for me they called me because I guess they never when I did it they never did it before. I was just like, wasn't that just there like 6 months ago?
Yeah, I feel you.
That's what I could. That's what I was confused about. I was like, when they called, when this woman said, "Oh, I work for Wheel of Fortune. How are you doing?" I'm like, wait, wasn't that just there like 6 months ago?
Yeah, I can only imagine like 6 months later being called back. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
I don't really.
it was weird, but it was actually. I mean, I'm still grateful I got to do it, but it was actually kind of funny because, like, I always say, I'm like, man, playing against adults was not as easy as I thought, man. It was just,
Yeah, for sure. They can be a little intimidating.
yeah.
Because
Well, not to mention, like, one of the puzzles was just flat out ridiculous. Well, it's kind of why I didn't win the second time because they just had to make it ridiculous. I think they smoked weed before I went out. So
Oh my gosh.
I know it's
Hey, this
funny.
is a family show.
I
No,
know,
I
man.
know
Come on, be
but some
respectful
of the
here.
riders they work long hours. I know some of them smoke weed. So
Oh my gosh.
because I remember
Man, man.
I'm thinking I'm like maybe if they weren't high, I probably would have won.
It's a family show.
Yeah, come on,
They
man. These
work
people
long
are
hours.
great people.
You know they smoke weed. So
So now that you've been on a second time, did you take anything from the first time? Like, okay, I need to do this, this, and this different? Or like, how did that pan out?
I mean, I kind of just went in with the same mentality I went in last time, like say a prayer, watch a couple tapings, make sure I understand what's going on, and then you just put my faith in the man upstairs and let him take care of business. It is
Absolutely.
and whatever happens happens. You just got to be at least grateful for the experience. It was more of like I'm just like I wanted to win the second time too. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm in
Mhm.
there to win. But in the end, no
Absolutely.
matter what happens, like I was happy to go back a second time. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like it's cool. Like it's cool to meet different people like who've all been on the show. You know what I'm saying? Like everyone has their own story to tell.
I love
yeah,
So
that.
absolutely.
So I was looking at your Instagram and you've also been on Family Feud.
yeah, so back in my air date was November. That's when the episode aired.
Did
It
your
was
name
me.
there?
It was no, it was me,
Oh,
my dad, And honestly, it was kind of my fault, but it was me, my dad, my mom, and then my two brothers.
Oh yeah, I want to do Family Feud so bad. But you know, I'm trying to pick. I'm trying to pick my family because some of them are gonna give some ignorant answers. So I'm like, okay, I need some smart people. I just said, look, I don't win this. Look, I don't win this 20,000. So I need some smart people.
No, bro, no. It's a survey of 100 It's a survey of the top 100 answers in America.
So can you tell us about that experience on Family Feud and like how you got there as well and like how the audition was? Can you give us like, you know, a brief background of that?
Yeah, so like basically my dad rounded up the gang and he was like, guys, we all need to take a 60-second video being excited, show why we should be on Family Feud. You know, we've always wanted to be on too. My family loves game shows, you know, old school American style. And we submitted those and eventually they reached out to us and we had a Zoom audition. And we did that Zoom audition and they told us we were going to be on the show, and it was just really, it was more of a personality thing. They're not really even asking questions. They're really seeing kind of how you answer, how you kind of speak, like what's your story, things like that. They want people it's a family. They want an exciting family. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like it was, and then after that, they told us we had our when our taping date would be. The difference is like Wheel of Fortune, like they don't fly you out. Like Family Feud, they flew us out, they paid for the hotel, and so at least we got that kind of out of it, and a family trip to Atlanta. That's where it taped, in Atlanta,
Right.
Georgia. And Steve Harvey is hilarious.
Mhm.
Oh my.
He's such a funny dude, and he's so like he's very blunt and very honest, like just straightforward. He's a straight shooter, but he's a
Yeah.
very genuine guy. He comes from like a good place, like his heart comes from like a good place. He's puts a lot of faith in God. He's a very big believer in like family, things like that. He's very open about it too, and he's
I
just
would love
very.
to meet him. He sounds like
Yeah.
a great guy. I
Okay,
mean,
yeah,
in
I want
general.
to do Family
Yeah.
Feud so like wait, so like do you have a clip of your episode or is it on YouTube?
There's one YouTube clip on it that's up with one of the questions, and what was it? It was like, name something a man only wears because his wife will only wear because his wife makes him, or wouldn't wear if his wife didn't make him.
Like a tie or no.
Yeah, my
Hmm.
answer was condom.
What was it?
Condom.
Dude, oh my god.
I
Oh
got like
my
what?
gosh.
I got like three
I'm
people
gonna
to
have to
agree.
bleep that out.
I got like three. No, it
Was
was
that
on.
like the
I got
was
three
that like
people to
your
agree with me.
was that
It
like
was
your
on the board.
your face off question?
No, like that was that was like that was my answer. It's on YouTube. Like that's literally
Oh my
like that
god.
clip. Like
Wait,
that
what
was
does
an
Steve okay,
answer.
what does Steve say? What does Steve say?
He just kind of laughed, and I don't know. I don't remember exactly what I just know. I remember he laughed and kind of looked, and there was like it was up there like number 5 or something.
Oh wow.
So after the episode, he's like, you're so lucky that was up there. I'm like, you're telling me, man.
No, okay, because
That's
like
funny.
I didn't have him as a teacher, but like the Spanish teacher from my high school was on Family Feud. And they once like Fast Money, but they did like terrible. Cause like I think his sister got like 17 points. Like she did horrible. And then like his brother came out and Steve said, you need about every answer we got in here, man. Like you're gonna need about every point. Cause I
Yeah.
even told him, I said, that was my sister, she'd be out the house. I'm like, yeah, you're gone, man. No, I'm like, you're gone. You're gone. I'm sorry. But I don't know. I feel like that would be me because I mean, I can give good answers, but sometimes they're just not up there.
Yeah, listen, sometimes a good answer is not up there just because like
That's
people
just how
didn't.
the survey is. Yeah, that's just how
Yeah,
the
that's how
survey
the
is.
survey. It's a survey, you
Well,
know what I'm
even
saying?
like some of the questions that like, or some of the answers that like I see, I'm like, what?
Yeah, I feel you on that. You just look, you're like, dude, why is
So
this
how
one of
did
the
you
answers
end
today?
up doing on this on